What are the obstacles for going deeper in your meditation practice? Let's have a look at what the different meditation traditions have to say about it. Hi there, meditator. This is episode 42 of Master Your Mind Daily, a daily source of inspiration for all things meditation, anxiety, and personal growth. My name is Giovanni Dienstmann. I'm the author of Practical Meditation and the creator of Living There, one of the top 5 most visited meditation blogs on the web. And today we're talking about hindrances to meditation. That is a topic that is not usually for beginner meditators. It's more for intermediate and advanced meditators. And I covered this topic in a little bit more depth in page 166 of Practical Meditation. So I'd like to start with a question. What is the biggest obstacle for you in your meditation practice? Please write it in the comments. So let's start with the tradition of Buddhism. They talk about the 5 hindrances to meditation, the 5 obstacles to progressing in your meditation practice. The first of them is desire. When you sit to meditate, if your mind is engaged with desire, you're not going to be able to go very deep in your practice because your mind is going to be running after all the things it likes. It's going to be remembering the things it likes. It's going to be desiring and creating imaginations and fantasies about the things that it wants to acquire or experience or have. So desire is the first obstacle to deep meditation. What do you do then when you are trying to meditate? You're trying to focus on your breath or on a mantra or whatever is the object of meditation for you, and the mind is just constantly going back to thinking about the things it desires. Well, you recognize and you let it go. That is the solution, that is the antidote that the masters recommend for this hindrance. There's nothing else you can do about it. Just recognize that the mind is running after things it likes and let it go. You can even say to yourself, just for this 20 minutes or just for this half an hour, I am not going to go after those things. I'm just going to be present here and now with my breath or my mantra. The second hindrance is the opposite. It's ill will. It's when the mind is engaged in thoughts of aversion, repulsion, anger, resentment. So rather than going after the things it likes, the mind is running away from the things it doesn't like. And needless to say, that is also a disturbance in the mind. It's not a happy state. And it's not a state that is conducive to deeper meditation. So what to do when the mind is in that loop of negative thinking, of aversions and resistance and fear and anger? There are 2 strategies that are recommended to us. The first is lovingkindness. If you are having negative feelings towards a specific person, you can practice the lovingkindness technique to resolve those feelings. And towards everything else, it's about developing acceptance. Just developing acceptance. That, okay, this thing that I don't like is here or exists, and it has a right to exist. Everything has a right to be in the universe. And so how can I be with it without going into the mode of fear or anger or repulsion? And when you're able to do that, then you can be at peace. with the things that otherwise would disturb you. And then that dissolves the second hindrance to meditation. The third one is called sloth. Sloth is indifference, it's low energy levels, it's fogginess, inability to focus. It's kind of this blah state. And of course, when you are in this state, when this state shows up in meditation rather, then you cannot, it's harder to go deeper. And you need to overcome this hindrance before you can continue to go deeper in your practice. So how do you overcome the hindrance of sloth or low energy or laziness? You do that by bringing in the opposite, and that is raising energy, bringing in more intention and more intensity to your meditation practice. In Buddhism, they say, meditate as if your head is on fire. Just like a man whose head is on fire seeks water, if we can bring a little bit of that intensity into our meditation practice, then this hindrance of laziness or fogginess or indifference is gone, and it's going to be intense. And if you go through my past videos, I remember that I did a video all about the intensity of concentration. I think it's called The Art of Concentration. So you may want to have a look at that previous video. The fourth hindrance is restlessness. That's kind of the opposite of laziness. It's when the mind is so busy, running in circles, anxious, brooding. And of course, this is an obstacle to go deeper in meditation. So what can you do when that particular obstacle is here? You develop a sense of contentment, a sense of being happy here and now, being happy with the way things are, of resting in the present moment. And when you're able to do that, then that restlessness cools down. And finally, the fifth obstacle of meditation, according to Buddhism, is doubt. It could be doubt in yourself. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm good at meditation. I don't know if I'll ever be able to really meditate. This is an obstacle. It could be doubt in the technique. I don't know if this meditation is genuine, or if this is true, or if this will work. Or it could be doubt in the teachings behind meditation. Any of these three types of doubts, when they come during your meditation practice, they rob you of your energy. They make you divided. They make the mind diffused. So then, of course, you cannot go deeper in meditation when it's like that. And how do you overcome doubt? It's twofold. If it's doubt in yourself, you overcome by developing self-confidence. And self-talk is really important here. So if you just say to yourself, I can do this, I must do this, I will continue no matter what, and I will become better. I will go deeper and deeper in my meditation. And you say that to yourself with conviction. You generate that feeling as you're saying these words. Then that is creating self-confidence. It removes the doubt in your capacity to meditate. And also by developing clarity about what meditation really is, how it actually works, why it is helpful, and knowing of all the other people that it has already helped, reading perhaps about the 76 benefits of meditation that you can find in the Live 'em There blog. All of this is helpful. Now, the yogic tradition has a longer list of obstacles to meditation, and many of them are similar to the Buddhist ones. So I won't repeat myself, but 3 of them are different, and I think it's worth reviewing. The first one is sickness. So as per the yoga tradition, when you are feeling sick, when the body is very sick, you cannot really go deep in meditation because all the energy is being used in healing the physical body. And that's why in that tradition, the practice of postures, asanas, and breathing exercises, pranayama, is considered very important. You keep your body healthy and energetic, and then you can go deeper in meditation. Mental health, physical health, spiritual health was seen as a single thing, all connected. Now, another obstacle of meditation mentioned in the Yoga Sutras is confusion. That's a little bit similar to doubt. You don't know if you're doing it right. You have some confusion, some questions about the technique, about how you are practicing it, about the teachings. And of course, when the mind is engaged with those, then the energy is elsewhere. And how do you overcome confusion? By developing clarity around the teachings. And for that, a teacher or an experienced coach in meditation can be helpful. And finally, another one that is worth mentioning is lack of progress. When you feel like your meditation today is the same as it was a year ago, and you feel that you're not progressing. So what's the antidote for that? What is the solution? Perseverance, sincerity of effort, and having the right guidance of a teacher. So this was a long list of hindrances. In summary, meditation traditions teach about the hindrances of meditation. And this is not something that the beginner meditator needs to worry about. Beginner meditator simply focuses on developing a daily habit and having a good attitude towards meditation. But as you progress in meditation, there are these hindrances that you can address and be able to go deeper. Buddhism talks about 5 hindrances and their antidotes. The first one is desire, when mind is constantly running when mind is constantly running after the things it likes. And so the antidote for that is to recognize this tendency and let it go. The second hindrance is ill will, when the mind is running away from the things it dislikes through aversion, repulsion, resentment, anger, and fear. The way to overcome that is to develop loving kindness towards people who make you feel like that, so you can resolve those feelings, and develop a sense of universal acceptance towards everything in your life. The third obstacle is sloth, or laziness, fogginess, when you can't raise the energy to concentrate and to go deeper. And the antidote is exactly the opposite of that, to raise energy and intensity consciously in your practice. The fourth hindrance is restlessness, and you fix it by developing contentment in the present moment. And finally, doubt. When you have doubt about yourself, your capacity to meditate, you have doubt about the teachings of meditation, or you have doubt about the technique itself, then you overcome that by developing clarity and self-confidence. So these are the obstacles of meditation. If you are an intermediate or an advanced meditator, I know that you will appreciate this topic. And if you know of anyone else who is deep into meditation and wants to take it to the next level, then please share this video with them or share it in your social media so more people can benefit. And this was episode 42 of a series of 100 daily videos on the topics of meditation, anxiety, and personal growth. To keep on receiving this, then please like and follow the Facebook page on Live in There, and subscribe on YouTube and turn on the bell if you're watching it on YouTube. Finally, if you want a step-by-step system to learn meditation and deepen in your meditation practice, and also overcome these hindrances, then consider joining my Limitless Life program. I hope you have found this helpful. Happy growing.